Viewers, today I went to Commissioner's Court on January 9th. Just got back, and I asked them a basic question. Well, two questions. Oh, here, I'll read real quick. I said specifically, today I have two questions for this Commissioner's Court. After I give permission to this court to use the rest of my time to answer. Why is Williamson County's citizens' tax dollars being used to destroy our lives, and what is the reason for local politicians interested in only to drive us into more debt and not remove us from said burden? And I don't know if there is a legal, no matter what the citizen says within reason. I mean, say a threat or something violent, I'm sure they can interrupt. But, even with permission they can't, or they didn't want to answer the question. I'm willing to bet it's a bit of both. And then I told them that if all they're doing is going to say yes to any project, county project that comes up, and they're not going to do anything about local city corruption. I mean, I think every city in Williamson County is corrupt, like bad. But the council meetings I went to, it's blatant, and they have no interest in curbing that. But I told them that any politician that just can't say no to this construction, we might as well replace them with a terminal. Either on a little projector, it scrolls through, or the citizen can scroll through and see what is going to be up. Construction companies can just go, oh, this is what I'm doing. And so then we don't have to pay city council members. We don't have to pay commissioners or county judge. I mean, if all they're going to say yes, well, what good are they? They might as well be a computer. And then right next to it could be a brick wall for citizens to voice their complaints, because it'll be about as useful, except cost a whole lot less. And man, today I'm horrible with names. This guy came up and called him out, saying that it's taken a decade just to get an estimate for a much needed bridge, versus another county in the same amount of time has, for less than $2 million, put up two bridges that, by the sounds of it, are unobtrusive. But yet Williamson County can clearly put money down for thousands, if not more, acres of housing, miles of unneeded road. There's a toll road and another road, and they're supposed to be faster and alleviate congestion on the highway. And taking the highway is so much faster most of the time. I mean, the highway has to be bumper to bumper for miles. And even then, you can take the side road and still make it, 10 minutes faster to any place those roads lead. I mean, that toll road, I know it's tech stop, but still, Texas citizens, their taxes. I know it's a road bond, but that's nothing but instant debt. And someone's going to come calling for that debt one day. If not, then, well, why even charge? But anyway, the toll road was meant to be faster to Austin than doing the highway. And it's not. Only to very specific parts of Austin, Texas, is it faster. And if you don't want to go there, which, I'm sure it's developed a whole lot since I've been in that area, still, if you want to go to some of the original areas in Austin, it's so much longer to take the toll road. And they charge $5 for a quarter mile. Are you kidding? What else? Oh, that's it. I've said it before in other videos, but I don't know what people are going to watch. So far, I've had 0 views. I think it's one giant game. It's a giant con game, and any politicians, that exists is in on it. They put the toll road, new road, what have you, in an area where there's only a handful of people. Oh, well, it's a handful of people. What do we care what they say? It's only their lives are ruining. And then it's, oh, wow, look at the size of the road. It's so empty. We can put so many buildings. We can put so many houses. And the cycle continues. I mean, what's cheaper? Trees and grass to pay taxes on? Or a road? I tried to look it up. Please, someone tell me, because I failed. I believe there's something in the Constitution, Bill of Rights, something around there, that citizens, no matter what is taken, they should have something equal or greater value in return. Only thing we're getting greater in return is higher taxes. Be it paid on the new road or new housing because of all the discounts the contractors get. I could see if it was needed, but those tax deductions have to be granted. It's not a guarantee. And I guarantee you, no matter what any politician will tell you, there's going to be a whole lot less construction if they had to pay taxes. And they didn't get those tax cuts. That in the end, they're paying minimal money for the job itself. There's just so many little tiny hidey holes that they get into to dodge taxes, make it cheap as possible. And what does a construction company care about ruining anybody's life? They're just going to move on to the next location. And I told them, hey, this thing right outside my house, whatever you're doing, I'm telling you, no. It's ridiculous. The construction isn't working. It's causing more problems than it's helping. Austin itself, it was Cesar Chavez. They did some huge extension on that. And it ended up making things worse. And it's like, can you not see the rest of the world? Can you not see it was essentially your neighboring county? They screwed up. You're following in their footsteps. And you don't see the mistakes they're making, you're just ignoring that. And I think it's because every politician and city and county worker is congratulating each other for crapping on the floor. You made a giant mess on the floor, you didn't even get to the toilet. So why are they going to not be corrupt? It's too easy. You're being applauded for destroying the carpet. And I told him, how can I rest in peace when I can't even live in peace? Because I don't know about the afterlife. There seems to be evidence on both sides. Only one way to find out is to go that way. And, regardless of when I die, I'm going to haunt everybody in their family. I'm telling you, I'm going to haunt them, and I want to drive each one of them nuts. They're screwing their family lives too. The more they destroy environment, the more deer and other animals are going to come out. That's a greater chance for wrecks caused by deer, and other animals. So, the odds are, somebody in their family, maybe not them, but somebody in their family is going to end up hitting a deer. It may be minor, it may be life and death. But they're taking that risk. Not only for themselves, every citizen, and that includes their family. I guess that's it. I'm rambling. But, yeah. Thanks for watching.
I have two questions for this Commissioner's Court. Afterwards, I give permission to this court to use the rest of my time to answer. Why is Williamson County citizen taxes being used to destroy our lives And what's the reason for Wilco politicians unable to say no to some of this construction? And it's only driving us into more debt and not remove us from the said burden.
We can't interact during citizens' comments.
All right. So I guess those are questions I have. Eventually, be very happy to have the answer to. And I don't know what is being planned in the Ronald Reagan or in 35 intersection right outside that Circle K, but I definitely am saying no to that. I mean, there's something being planned, and the way things are going, there's no way it's going to end up being good. We have more and more deer wrecks. I was just informed that most of the incidents on Ronald Reagan, at least my half of it, is wrecks that are due to deer. And the more we tear up their habitat, they're going to have to go somewhere. And more deer, obviously, on the roads, more chances of wrecks. And how does anybody know it's not going to be their family member? Maybe not. That's a lot today, but later down, they're not going to wreck due to a deer. I mean, it's going to be rhetorical, and I apologize, but how am I supposed to rest in peace when I can't even live in peace? And it's just, and if, since I have the time, saying if no one can say no to this construction, and yet no one wants it, we just replace anybody who has a say in it with terminal, and we'll use it on the little projector here. People can be a constant scroll, or people can come here, scroll through with it, and then have a brick wall to talk to. I mean, I think that would be much better use of taxpayers' money, because then we only have somebody to manage the digital portion, and whoever wants to do construction, all they do is go, no, this is what we're going to do for construction. I guess that's it.